Here we are being asked to differentiate 1 over x, and I'm just going to remind you of a rule of indices which is coming into view. This is where if you see 1 over x, you can, if you so wish, write that as x to the minus 1, because this equals this here. So with that knowledge, we can go forward with the differentiation. And what you can see here is I'm differentiating with respect to x, 1 over x. Now it is possible for me to rewrite this as shown here. In other words, I've replaced this 1 over x by x to the minus 1 because this rule here allows me to do that. The next step of the calculation is coming into view, and this was achieved as follows. I have taken this minus 1 and I've used it to multiply the x, the coefficient in front of the x. Now, because there isn't a number there, it means it's 1. So I can show that calculation here as minus 1 times the x. And we also need to remember that we now subtract 1 from this indices. So this is brought down to here, and you can see this is where I have subtracted 1. The next step is coming into view now, and this was achieved by the following. This minus 1 is multiplying the x to give us minus x, and this calculation here, minus 1, gives us minus 2. The next step is coming into view, and you can see we have minus 1 over x to the power 2, or if you prefer, x squared. In order to understand this step, you need to reflect back on indices. So keep your eye on this area here, and you can see that I'm writing out something else that we need knowledge of from indices. And you can see this is telling us that x to the minus 2 is equal to 1 over x to the 2. Armed with this knowledge, I can replace x to the minus 2 with 1 over x to the 2. Of course, we mustn't forget this minus, so you can see the minus appears here. So let's move this to one side, and we now can write out the answer as you can see appearing here.